Hello, Miss Miller's fourth period English for class. My name is Jonathan Jordan, and this is my senior story. My topic is to never judge a book by its cover. I am Jonathan Jordan, and I'm from Phoenix, Arizona. Vandergrift is my 12th public school. I've moved over 35 times in my life. My father was a high school dropout, and then he started a white supremacy gang. He used drugs such as cocaine, Oxycontin, hydrocodone, and his main drug was crystal meth. When I was born, he was 19, on drugs, and still in the gang. And I dealt with this for the first 5 years of my life. When my mom finally left, it was her, my two little brothers, and I in a 2-bedroom apartment. My mom worked countless hours, and I had to grow up early. My mom and brothers needed it. A year later, my mom and my dad finally met, and they got married, and life started to get better for a while. When I was 9, I got very big, put on a lot of weight. Kids used to spit on me, kick me in the face, did horrible things to me that I still think about. I dealt with this from about 9 to 14. When I was 14, my father talked me into moving in with him. So I moved back to Phoenix to be with him. And after about 6 months, he started pushing me around and getting real physical. And he made me get a job to start paying for bills. So I was 14, working at a convenience store, getting paid under the table to keep food on the table, keep water running, and keep power on. My father and my stepmom used to punch me, used to push me around, and threaten to beat me up all the time. But life wasn't any easier at school, because everyone in school was either in a gang or on drugs or both. I had a group of friends I used to hang out with that were basically around the clock backup, because if you didn't have a group, you got beat up. One of my friends, on March 23rd, 2015, hung himself. I got a call from his mom. She was screaming and crying about her son being dead, and I ran over to the house as fast as I could, and I walked into his room to find him hanging there lifeless. Another one, on February 12th, 2016, had me over for dinner. His mom was being real mean, calling him a loser, saying he'd never make it anywhere in life. We went to his room, and then he went to the bathroom for a long time. After about 30 minutes, I went to check on him, and the door was open. When I opened the door, he was bleeding everywhere. I called 911, and they got him, but he died at the hospital. The last time I saw a body was June 10th, 2016. I was playing Xbox when I heard a gunshot outside of my apartment. I ran out to find a Hell's Angel laying on the street with blood coming from his neck. I ripped off my shirt and I used it to cover his neck. But he looked at me in my eyes and took his last breath. 2 weeks after that, I moved back to Texas. I got involved in the church and was able to buy my first car and got my first job at Home Depot. I tell you all of this because if I didn't, you would never know. I would just be another kid in your class, and whether you think good or bad thoughts about me, I would just be some stranger you'd never really know. See, we all go to a great school, we all live in a great area, but everybody has a story. We never know what people have seen or been through, which is why we should never judge a book by its cover.